early on. But of course, you know, getting some bombs, getting some early ways to get into stuff. Probably a blue candle might be a good idea to find. Could open up a lot of that searching. So we'll see how things play out. Starting off right there in the Lost Woods. Let's see what we find here in our first cave. Oh, right away we had our first level. Now, we don't know what level that is just yet. We can get a few guesses here and there, but it's going to depend on what the map layout is, because this is not shapes. These are standard map layouts. So and it's all based on first world dungeons, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we'll be playing, basically, guess that level. We'll have to kind of take cues from where our start screen is, and then kind of go from there. With only knowing 1 or 2 rooms, we won't know that one is quite yet. We'll have to come back in a little bit, maybe once we get a sword.
Absolutely. And it looks like we're going to first attempt at an Armos play. And, oh, red candle right out the bat there for Paratroopa1. Nicely done.
Very nice to have a red candle this early in the seed. As the seed goes on, it gets a little bit devalued. Getting it this early, A, lets you start burning the forest since you're right here. And B, gives you a nice little bit of a ranged weapon so you don't have a sword yet to help yourself.
Indeed. Now, of course, we also do have hint shops around here, but all of the rooms right now do not tell you anything because they need the book to do that. The book is a combination of an atlas and translator. So we will not, even if they find hints, they will not know what they are. There's the white sword item there. It is the recorder. That is an iffy play right there.
Our book isn't the atlas quite yet. That's coming in later seeds in this tournament. Right now is just the Understand the Old Men.
And, oh, the any key on the coast. That is the second seed in a row in these bracket stages I've commentated where the any key has been on the coast.
And that is a huge pickup. We've seen time and time again just how big the resource management is in these flag sets.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you get to level 9, of course, trying to going through that dungeon, you may end up having to go right to Ganon, but at the same time, you may end up having to go through a whole bunch of rooms and quickly run out of keys. So 9 times out of 10, having that any key is certainly not a bad idea.
Yeah, OPT does. OPT does get his red. Apologies. OPT does get his red candle, so now he can actually start burning stuff as well.
Indeed. And he now also knows about the recorder there at both of them in Thunder Armos, believe it or not. Red candle and recorder, technically both Armos items in a way. Oh, and there's our first dungeon. There's our first map.
That would be level 6.
Level 6. That's what I thought. Yep.
OPT going up to the Lost Hills to look around up here.
Using that red candle to good use there. It's now that we have an actual weapon, and now we found our first take any room. Got to grab himself a heart container. Doesn't need the blue candle, obviously, so get some health, build up, maybe try to get that recorder just in case. With it being second quest overworld, there's a lot of open spots that recorder could come in handy for, so he's going to want to try to grab that as quick as he can.
Yeah, I believe the recorder opens up an additional 9 spots in the overworld, so it's definitely valuable. And with his candle, you can see Paratroopa just burn down those Gibdos. He just got the Triforce out of level 6 for his efforts.
Yeah. Might be... Considering the location, it probably won't be a major blockage, but if the item's hiding behind that small little area, he could be ladder blocked from the item in there, and that's what he's going to be trying to dig out here going forward.
And OPT finds the any roads. Not going to check them out quite yet. Going to check out this upper cave. Then he might hop back in and see where it leads.
Makes sense to me. There's a bomb upgrade there. Obviously can't get that just yet. And a shop there for OPT. Ooh. Dungeon Heart there for Paratroopa. Getting himself a little extra health. Certainly won't complain about that this early on in the race. Alright, OPT heading out near the Dead Woods area. Finds it looks like a hint shop there, but or either that or it was a whammy. Couldn't tell.
He lost his money, so that was going to be the one of those whammy rooms.
Yep.
That bottom left corner of the high roll is a nice one to mark off early. That's one of those ones that's really out of the way and then you can check late. So if the sword had been here, that would have been a very nice pickup for him. Huh,
looks like you got to warp up to Death Mountain, which is really valuable. get one of those early. Pretty wide spread there for the warp points. That's going to be helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. And having one right here at Vanilla Start, right next to a bunch of open caves is nice as well.
There's a potion shop there. Obviously can't do much with that until you get the letter. We got our first secret. Ooh, small secret at 4 rupees. Not a good sign, to say the least. Oh, and he found level 9 at Vanilla Start.
Yeah, it's nice to find. Gonna come back here when we get 5 more Triforce at the very least. And of course, we need the bow and the silver to still defeat Ganon.
Absolutely. So we'll have to see. Looks like Paratroopa is finally giving up his run there in 6. He's going to open up that other secret spot there and try to get around to get to that. Got our bait shop. 77 for a bait. Not too bad. If the medium and big secrets end up paying off, that might come in handy. Oh, and a whammy for Paratroopa, unfortunately. Losing all the little money he had.
OPT burning down a lot of these blue enemies that should drop bombs and not having any luck. He does find another level though, down at this kind of river shop, I guess you can call it. It was an AI hint shop in Vanilla.
Yeah, the Pepto-Bismol level, I call it, because, yeah, hold that tank.
Judging by the layout so far, this could be level 2.
That makes some sense. We'll keep our eyes peeled here. Of course, the rooms themselves have been randomized. The layout of the dungeon is the same, is accurate, but the rooms themselves have been moved around, so it won't be the exact same dungeon, obviously.
OPT seeing that lovely Wizrobe infested modish room and saying, gonna come back from a different direction and try to get into that doorway, and he does.
And we got 40 for the medium secret here for Paratroopa. That is actually pretty high up. That's like 10 away from max for a medium secret. So that is a very helpful build up there.
All right, so this most likely is not level 2, given that he can go over more spots than I thought he could. So we'll have to determine what level this is. And Paratroopa does find the sword.
He's got his wood sword. I mean, the red candle is helpful, but that wood sword in combination, that'll pretty much open up combat for him from here on out.
Kapow, this is actually a palette swap, so these weren't in the vanilla game.
Makes for some interesting races, to say the least. And looks like Paratroopa's going to make his first attempt at the recorder. Nope, 4 hearts, not enough. For those who don't know, yeah, you need, for the way this randomizer works, you need between 4 and 6 hearts to claim the white sword item. So it looks like it's going to be 5 or 6 in this case. We'll have to see as we go forward.
I didn't see what cave Paratroopa found that sword in, though.
I just missed it myself, unfortunately. What they really need right now is the one thing we haven't seen yet, no bombs. We need some bombs up in here.
Yeah, OPT has had 0 luck trying to get some bombs. He does find the hint shop, but no book quite yet.
Yeah, without the book, that hint shop is literally useless. Now, of course, the one thing I do know for a fact is that the book, getting the book is a kind of a double-edged sword. Yes, it allows you to read, allows you to translate all this stuff, as we found another take any room here, another heart. But it still carries its original effect of adding a flame to the wand if you pick that up, which can slow it down immensely and kind of lose some of its DPS. So you kind of have to decide whether or not how late in the game you are and whether or not it's worth it to pick up the book.
Given the power the book has in level 9 even, I would say it's always rational to use. As long as you have the knowledge that you have the wand that's going to spit fire, you kind of can gauge of like where you're going to stand when you use it.
That is very true. Still, it's you keep a lot of strategy involved there. Yeah, admittedly, the prices for a lot of these shops is not pretty. I wouldn't go full poverty siege just yet, but it's close.
Yeah, the big money teller will be what our medium secret is, since it's going to be the one that we're going to be looking for mostly.
Well, we already found that. That's 40 rupees for the medium.
Okay, so that's actually a good thing. If they had been low, then you could call it a poverty seed. But since it's a nice, decent medium, then you're still pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't call it a full poverty seed here, because yeah, you're going to be able to get a medium secrets are what you're going to see the most of. So you're going to be seeing a lot of those, and with 40 rupees, you can quickly build up to the max 255, without too much trouble. Honestly, the thing you don't really worry about the small secrets because you know you're never going to get much out of them anyway, and there's only one big secret in this particular flag set, so you're not really worried about how much you're going to get from that unless you really need a boost.
Actually, is how long will it take OPT to find his sword? He should be going in the general direction, though. I think it was right around here.
Yeah, and speaking also, OPT does finally have some bombs, and there's the white sword, or there's the wood sword. Sorry, got my swords mixed up there for a sec. Now he's got his wood sword, and he actually has some bombs, so he'll actually finally be able to take care of that.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes now. He does know where a couple dungeons are. He's gonna probably go get his flute right away, though.
Yeah, we know, well, we can check a couple other places along the way. Just another money-making game there. 22 for the door repair, according to chat. Yeah, that is considering that's more than half of what you make from a secret. That's a little painful, but I've seen worse. And 5 is the requirement. 5 for the white for the recorder this time.
So we've had some fairly powerful free items. The red candle very early, the any key on the coast, and the flute there. It's 3 items you're never gonna say no to this early into a seed.
Absolutely, and obviously, but that also means that how long it might take before we see the next big item could be a while. So we'll have to see. But you never know. It's randomizer. Anything can happen. I've seen crazier things in these seeds. Let me tell you.
Right now, they're both kind of just tracing over each other's steps. OPT is probably heading to that level that was on the coast momentarily.
Sounds like a smart idea. He's also checking a lot of the recorder spots along the way. Gets hit with another whammy, which pretty much drains the remainder of his rupee count. So yeah, he's checking all the spots he can now that he's got his recorder. Trying to see if he can find anything else along the way while going back to spots he hasn't checked before or stuff he's already gone through and going to dig deeper on.
Well, he did find another packet of bombs, so he has the full complement of 8 now. And with his red candle and his sword, he can now just mow down these bats that stopped him last time.
Absolutely, and it gets the map right away. So remember, this was level 6, as we confirmed. I don't think we ever found the other item here in 6, so it should be interesting. And now that he has the sword, we can see what else we may have missed.
No, we did not find the item here. He was blocked from it. He's gonna get this heart container, and then knowing OPT, he'll probably head down to the hook after he gets blocked up in the top here. So he should tie up Paratroopa in the Triforce category.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, right about here. I think it was in the next room over. He got ladder blocked. Nope, wasn't this room. Ooh, we found another stage here for Paratroopa.
So this level 6 could be potentially Goma blocked.
Could be. And Paratroopa's in big trouble here. He just got hit with a red bubble. Now, thankfully he has that red candle, so it won't be that big of a detriment. But those red bubbles will permanently block out your sword until you either find the Triforce, use a potion, or find a blue bubble to counteract it.
You can always reset your game. Well, not reset, but hard save. Or go to a fairy fountain as well.
Yep. Little extra work there. And we all found the Triforce already in whatever stage this is.
I'm thinking this is level 1.
Oh, free key just hanging around there. Not too bad. It's got plenty of keys right now, so...
Judging by that outline, this is definitely level 1 that Paratroopa's in, so it's going to have 2 items for us.
Yeah, and if he knows that, he's definitely going to be digging this place out. There's going to be 1 item on the ground and 1 item in a staircase. So he's going to be looking out for both here. But it looks like he's getting trapped. There's a lot of dark nets in this stage, too, to make it just that much more fun.
OPT is actually going deeper into level 6, not taking the bait that the Gloma was blocking an item.
See if that pays off for him here in the long run. He's going to quickly grab that compass so he can see where the Triforce is once he's done all he can.
That's good for him, though, because that kind of points him to that lower part of the hook, where we did see that easy Triforce.
Speaking of Triforces, Paratroopa1 picking up his Triforce there in what we believe to be level 1. And it looks like he might be going ahead and just holding off on looking for items there. So that's 2 stages. He's got Oh, nope. Maybe he's going back in. I think... Oh, you know what it is? He was looking for bombs. He wanted some bombs.
OPT is back into 6. Gonna get down to the hook here and see his Triforce and be happy to pick it up. Might be a little annoyed that he couldn't get the item too, but we don't know what's needed yet.
Indeed. And there's the map. Yep, that is definitely level 1.
And OPT doing what Para did and just burning down these Gibdos with the red candle. They kind of rolled low on their HP today.
Which is always a lucky break. So... what is here? Literally just a dead end. Nothing there. As OPT grabs his Triforce there out of 6. So this is an interesting feeling. 2 levels in for Paratroopa1, and he has not found a single item yet. Which probably means it's probably enemy guarded. Considering most of the enemies in this stage are dark. Oh, wait a minute. Here's our staircase. We might have finally found something here. You just got to get through. And our first item is... oh, it's the bow! What a find!
Yeah, bow in level 1 is definitely a huge pickup.
He's not even going to check for the other item. He is just getting out of dodge.
That's an interesting call, considering it's just hanging out on the floor. We'll see if that comes back later.
Yeah, I guess because there are all of those dark nuts in there, he's not gonna risk the trouble of going through all of that. And OPT now taking out some red Wizrobes in here. Gonna have to use Bob. Ooh, there we go. Stopwatch. Perfect time for that.
Yeah, that's a very timely clock on his side. Not sure quite yet what this level the OPT is, and we do know that it's ladder block though. At least
yeah,
in that direction.
Right there. That red candle proving useful there for Paratroopa as he gets some bombs. Ooh, got a staircase here.
This could be level 3, so... No, staircase.
No,
it's gotta be one of 5 through 8.
It's gotta be 5 through 8. Only levels 5 and up have transport staircases, so whatever this is, it's gotta be one of the higher levels.
This has the feeling of level 8 to me.
Well, that might encourage him to dig at least a little bit deeper, because there's 2 items in level 8 as well. So if he's getting the same vibe, he's probably going to keep looking. Of course, having to deal with Gleeok certainly doesn't help things much. Oh. And Nicole's mole arms. Paratroopa1 now got to finally pick up his recorder here.
Yeah, this level that OPT is in is almost definitely level 8, I think. And we have a ladder block, but with his red candle, he can actually work around this.
Yeah, this is not a call it a moat room, a moat shoot, I guess you could call it. Ooh, and a free ferry to boot. Not bad at all. But it doesn't look like it leads much of anywhere.
Yeah, nothing doing on the lower part of this level 8. So that means the Triforce and both items are going to be on the upper portion of it.
That's never fun.
It could always be blocked by one of the many Gomas that many Gleeoks that we've seen.
Not the worst bosses in the game, but Gleeoks are not fun to deal with considering how powerful they can be.
And that's a three-headed variety.
The middle child of the Gleeok family. Here's where the Gleeoks start to become annoying when they split their heads off. Looks like OPT's going to engage his options here. Does have to be careful. He's running a little low on keys at this point, but who knows when he'll find more.
It is definitely hard to walk away from 2 items, though.
Yeah, you really can't blame him for this. And there's a blue Goma to boot. Oof. Paratroopa now searching out Death Mountain up here. Found Magic Sword. Obviously, way too early for that, but at least, you know, depending on how the seed goes, that might come in handy later.
OPT having to go back in to get around the Gleeok Goma that was blocking his path. That's
Yeah,
smart,
not
my
fun.
enemies.
Hey, I was doing it too earlier. I'm no shame on my end. Looks like a hint broom there for Paratroopa, but obviously can't use it right now.
Oh no, that's rough on OPT's side. A bunch of blue Wizards just guarding a 2 potential shutter rooms and a Gleeok.
Ugh. Another bait shop there for Paratroopa1. That's been the most common shop that I've seen this seed, which is unfortunate because there's really not much you can do other than buying the bait itself. And that shield is super expensive. Oh. And another small secret for Paratroopa.
OPT clearing out this room of Wizards, hopefully for the Triforce here.
And unfortunately, the Wizrobes are just taking them down. This has been a rough seed already to start off with. We've gotten a few items here and there, but other than that, or we've gotten a couple Triforce shards, sure, but aside from the bow, we haven't really gotten much dungeon-wise. These dungeons are very well guarded.
Yeah, I think we've had 4 Gleeoks and a Goma, I want to see in this level 8, maybe 2 Gomas.
Yeah, that is harsh. And not to mention, you got Wizrobes, red and blue all over the place. It's like, I've already been in... Oh, and a manhandler as well. Jeez, what isn't in this dungeon?
Just boss fest galore.
He's gonna go ahead and spend his last key to check this out. Found an arrow shop for Paratroopa. Surprised that oh, and he's ladder blocked. Now Paratroopa's got some arrows to go with his bow. So that's going to make his combat a little bit easier as well.
Yeah, this level 8 might be a little bit much on the current armaments that both of these guys have. Just that blue Wizard room alone is going to eat hearts like nothing.
Exactly. They're going to have to get probably a ring of some kind. Hopefully if they can find the red ring, but if not, at least buy the blue ring if they can save up for it. And they're probably going to want to get a good amount of health. Ooh, Paratroopa finding the letter. I might consider potion shops as well. Surprised they didn't find that sooner, because I'm pretty sure he was up in the Lost Hills earlier. Oh no, that might have been an OPT that was up there. Because there's another heart container there for Paratroopa.
Yeah, this is Para's first trip up here. OPT's been up here before.
Ooh, 15 rupee bombs. That's not bad at all. We have a little bit of high five action as both of them just pass each other there.
And OPT finds another level underneath one of the recorder spots.
What an odd color scheme. I've never seen that one before.
Given that we have a dungeon spot, this could be level 2.
Oh, it looks like... Oh! Ladder block and blue whiz robe. What a painful combination.
Yeah, this seed has just been whiz robe infested.
Not the kind of seed you want to get. But it's the bracket stages. You gotta expect these things to be playing hardball. And it looks like Paratroopa1's now just found level 8. He's about to learn the painful truth that OPT's been dealing with for the last few minutes.
Yeah, he has similar resources, and it's kind of whiz robe heavy, so he could be in the same boat, so to say, of it being a bit too much on the combat side at the moment.
And he just quickly finds the Triforce. OPT never found that. It was like right near the beginning. It was like 3 rooms in. Oh, and that is definitely level 2.
So our item here for OPT will be hanging out right on the ground.
Means you have to watch carefully because he could end up picking it up before we even see it.
Yeah, Chad bringing up a good point that OPT did not kill the Lanmolas regarding that Triforce.
Yep. We've got a heart container here on this Gibda. Now, that could be the dungeon heart. We don't know for certain. And he dies as soon as he picks it up. Well, we'll know for sure if that's the dungeon heart or if that's the coast heart is if he finds another heart container in this dungeon. Alright, he's gonna clear out this room with Gibdos. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't drop an item if there's already an item on one of the Gibdos, is there?
I think he wanted the bombs.
Ah, fair point. He did get a bomb drop from one of them, and there's the other, so he's maxed out. Oh, red land moles, that's not too bad. We can deal with those.
Yeah, a little bit squishier, and that one dropped a fairy form, so should be okay as well as this one goes.
And there's the compass, so now we know where the Triforce is. So now it's just a matter of finding that item. Oh, those ropes. Those ropes are extra squishy. They're supposed to be the harder variety.
Yeah, usually you can see them have quite a lot of HP, but thankfully you got the squishier version of them.
No kidding. Oh, jeez, there are whiz rubs everywhere. Can you cut the guy a break already?
Yeah, this whole seed has just been whiz robe after whiz robe, so it's been very combat heavy.
He's just gonna go ahead and spend his last key to get into the Triforce room. Don't. Oh, look at that. Oh, Jesus.
Now,
Couldn't
that
even
is a
get
free
to
Triforce
it.
though, so you might make 1 or 2 more runs at it and hope to get through it.
He's gonna want to try to get an extra health and tank it, maybe. And another Goma, potential Goma block there. Oh, hey, free
Does
key.
get a key. And that's a silver arrows in level 2, so that's a huge pickup.
Silver arrows! What a find! So now we've got the 2 items required to beat the game. just just between both runners. Neither one of them had the other half.
We could potentially still need our ladder, so that's something that we're going to be looking out for. And OPT should be fighting level 1 momentarily. It'll be interesting when Para decides to go flute up in the desert, though, because he kind of walked by that a couple times now.
Indeed, but unfortunately, he's still desperately trying to get into that Triforce, but those blue Wizrobes are just not letting him have it. He's going to have to come back.
He might walk over to the fairy fountain, get a quick heal, and then go back for it.
And it looks like Paratroopa now, he's just now entering level 2, so if he digs in this enough, he will find those silver arrows. Oh boy, he will be one happy camper.
He is going south first, though, so he's going to be kind of doing the same path that OPT took.
Very true. Another potion shop there in the desert there for OPT. Was kind of hoping he get a free get something out of that. Maybe take any room so he can get some health, but unfortunately not quite lucky.
OPT does find another dungeon. This one another lime green.
Yep. He's going to try to see if he can get that door open. He's going to have to go down to the south and then come back up. That activates that little glitch. There we go.
And this one's a gorilla nest, so more interesting combat.
Yeah, not as brutal, but still not exactly the most fun. Got some Vires up in here as well.
And the Buyer Vats rolled high, so those are going to be a bit of a pain.
Ugh. Yeah, the Vires themselves are rather squishy, but the bats they release are not quite as much.
Not quite. The Vires have more than 4 HP, so you're not going to be getting bombs off them.
Eesh.
Because that one did not go down in a bomb shot. Always hurts me you have Vires that don't die to one hit.
Oh, we got a staircase here.
And if this is level 3, this could be our item. Just gotta get around all these bunnies, though.
So many Pulse voices here. Kind of wish this was based on the Famicom version, so you could use the microphone to just kill them, right? And they are not squishy either, so unfortunately he may be trapped without able to get anything, as Paratroopa has found his silvers. So now he is armed to the teeth to take out whatever trouble comes his way. Looks like OPT trying to abuse invincibility frames to get to the staircase, but one little step away just gets it, just misses the mark.
Yeah, unfortunately just one step short.
That's gotta be the worst feeling when you know you're just right there. You should have had that, and it's just stolen from you. But he gets it this time, and it is an item, and it's Lord Banana.
He worked for it, so he's gonna pick it up.
He's like, yeah, after all that trouble, screw it, I'll take it. What do I got to lose at this point? Besides, it works with these bats.
OPT just kind of pushing by the bunnies, not wanting to deal with them. He's a dig dogger, though. And he does have the flute, so he can take it out if he wants to.
Yeah,
So
thankfully
he's going to use boomerang strats, keep it in place, and stab away at it.
Stun lock it. Nicely done. Thankfully, it looked like it was only a single dig dogger. I know sometimes they can split once they're... Oh, that's just the worst. You can barely see those Pulse voices in that sand pit.
So we just saw Paratroopa's advantage having that bow. Just able to mow down those bunnies and not deal with them like OPT had to.
Indeed. Also, Paratroopa found a toll booth here in this stage, So clearly did not want to deal with that, so he's going to try to find another way around. As we are about to see a little bit actually almost a borderline sync action here from our crew.
Yeah, clearing out the same room. They both have the red candles, so they both take all these guys out.
I think OPT is just going to clear away and just run through it. He doesn't want to kill all those likes. There's the compass there.
Yeah, so the trappers will be over in the other wing. We'll see if they can get over to it without too much issue.
Oh, wait, I just realized something. Is that where I think it is? It might be a little shy of it, so you might be able to get work around it. Because I think that's near that toll booth that Paratroopa just came across. Okay, I think we'll be alright. Oh, but you gotta go a whole bunch. Hit a whole bunch of Vires and Poles voices. Oh, there's the toll booth.
This is level 3 though, so those are going to be bombable walls, so you can actually kind of bomb your way through it.
Lucky break there. But it doesn't matter because there's still Poles voices on the way. He needs that bow back out of 1. And Paratroopa is going to also go around and fit that bomb hole. But again, this is... And yeah, that's... I believe that is level 3. We have our map.
Yeah, this is definitely level 3.
Yep. That's the Manji symbol, if I recall correctly. And a free Triforce there for Paratroopa. So that is going to be number 4 for Paratroopa1. He is literally 1 shard away from level 9 and potentially only a ladder away from go mode, if he's not already there.
Yeah, having those silver arrows is definitely making this much easier for Para.
All those Lionels giving him Lag City there. Here's the blue candle shop, but that's obviously useless. You know, I don't think we've seen the big secret yet, have we?
No, we have not. So it's still at large.
The large secret is still at large.
Yes, yes.
Sorry. Sorry, I had to. And now OPT pick up his letter there over the Lost Hills. So where do we go from here?
So Para's going back into level 2 to grab that quick Triforce. And he'll probably wander back over to level 9.
Makes sense to me.
He just has to get past all those wizards in there in his way. And going from this upper direction might not be the easiest way to do it.
No, definitely not. And he's getting surrounded too. Oh, whoa! He's desperate. He's trying. Can he pull it off? Not quite.
Yeah, he gets a little bit caught up by that one. I'm sure he'll go back in 4 keys. You gotta bomb up from the southern part and get it that way, which is probably the easiest way to do it. Or just use that key door.
Yeah, this is probably the safest way to do it from right here. You know, those red land mullets are no problem at all. So now it's just a matter of can he get past enough of them. He's just gonna tank the... Oh! Sniped in both directions.
Yeah, you go to that one room that's south of that, though, and then bomb up, then just a quick walk up and straight at it. That room that had the map in it?
Ah. See if he tries that, or if he's just gonna try to tank it again. Ooh, another tank any room there for OPT. Gets himself another heart container. More health, the better at this point, considering all of the enemies we've been dealing with this seed.
The Paratroopa having the same luck that OPT had about trying to get past these wizards.
Can't really blame him, and he has decided no thanks, as OPT's been searching a little bit along Candle Row there. Didn't find much, unfortunately.
Yep, it looks like Paris is gonna bow out of level 2 now. Might go back in with full life and try his luck again.
That seems to be the play. Of course, he has to hold on to his health before he gets there. Another medium secret there for OPT.
OPT is going to check around Death Mountain.
And unfortunately, those Octoroks not playing nice with him. And another whammy. Gonna tank. And Paratroopa finally gets his 5th Triforce shard at a level 2. So it is time for us to head to level 9. Oh, we've got our big secret, 99.
Just about average, a little bit less, but the bigger small secret adds up for that. Bigger medium secret, I should say.
I'd say so. So, is Paratroopa1 going to go ahead straight to level 9?
I would imagine so. I mean, the ladder could be 9 for all we know. I mean, for all we know, it might not even be necessary.
That's true. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you guys the rundown. We're going to be looking for 3 things. First of all, we're going to be listening for the Roar of Ganon. We hear the roar, we know the beast will be 1 room over. Next thing, we're going to be looking for a single shutter door that even after killing all the enemies does not open. That will be the location of the princess. However, if Ganon is destroyed, the door will open even with enemies still in the room. And normally we'd be looking for hint shops, but obviously, or hint rooms in this case, but obviously that won't be necessary. Now, we could also find the compass, which will tell us where the princess is, which might help out. Ooh, there's another taking room. He's going to pick up a red potion, which I think in this case, considering where he's going to be going next, I think it's a smart call.
Oh, absolutely. If Ganon has a bunch of red bubbles in front of him, you can use that to get your sword back if need be. So definitely a very nice item to have. And if Ganon is in a very bad room, he's still on green too, and he can only take 1 hyrule driver at the moment. Well, 2 to kill him. 1 to
exactly. And of course, as most of the chat is pointing out, level 9 is Patra City. Now, the other thing we're going to look out for is there are 2 item staircases and 6 sets of transport staircases for a total of 14 staircases in this dungeon. It is very easy to get lost or disoriented trying to sort out this dungeon. There's a reason we call level 9 the Great Equalizer.
I think OPT is fairly close to level 1. I think it goes up here in Death Mountain, not positive though.
Well, let's hope so. He needs to get that bow if he has any chance of getting through this game at this point. Very expert dodging here from Paratroopa. Just dodging and weaving past all those enemies. Takes a hit there to avoid the red bubble. You'd rather take the damage from the enemy than the red bubble, because at least with the damage you can heal that. Ooh, Patrick guarding a staircase. Makes it in, and it's a transport.
And like Jam just said in chat, they're kind of running low on keys at this point, so if this is a key-heavy 9, they could be in trouble.
Absolutely. It's what we brought up before. We know the any key is on the coast, but unfortunately that means we need a ladder for it. And there's a very good chance the ladder could be here in 9. We hardly found any items throughout this entire game. That ladder could be anywhere. It could still be in level 1 because we never found the second item in 1. It could be in levels, or it could be in levels 4 through 9. Because that's how little we found throughout this entire seed. We didn't find a single item in 8. Or, we found the silvers in 2, the bow at 1, and the boomerang in 3. That's all we found this entire race.
Even with the extensive searching at level 8, we didn't find either one of the items.
Ooh, there's the map, which not really is useful for these guys because they pretty much know the layout of level 9 pretty well. But still.
And I believe this is level 1 that OPT has gone into, so he should be finding his bow pretty quickly.
Let's hope so. He definitely needs to dig it out. Got a staircase here, another transport for Paratroopa. Uh-oh, potential ladder block here for Paratroopa1. That might send him on a different path.
Oh, but he sees the Triforce in the 1, he's going to keep looking, which is good.
Absolutely, he wants to find that bow. And who knows, maybe he'll find something else here in level 1 that we missed earlier. Like that ladder, which at this point might potentially be necessary. We don't know yet. Very similar rooms there for both of our runners, just with like 1 or 2 different enemies. Ooh, staircase here. Could this be an item? Yes, it is, and it's the inferior model, the magic boomerang. Well,
so
that
what
was
good for OPT is he already has arrows, so he can actually bow down these bunnies that have been plaguing him this entire seed.
That is true. He just needs to get the bow first for OPT. But thankfully, Paratroopa is, having those silver arrows and with a good complement of rupees, is able to use those silvers to clear out a lot of these tougher enemies.
OPT seen the news that the item is going to be in the lower foot of the eagle. Paratroopa1 getting the keys glitch where the arrow just bounced off him.
Ish. Quite a bit of unnecessary damage there from those turrets. Trying to find any other way around. But he's going to be forced to use his last key. Oh, hey, gets it back. There you go. That's always nice.
That's a small glitch. They kind of pick up the capabilities of Darknuts occasionally. It's something that very rarely happens, but is something that's known about.
All right, OPT has his bow now, which is probably making him very happy since he already has those silvers. And Paratroopa1's going to head out for a little bit. I guess he's going to look for something. Perhaps maybe trying to find that ladder, maybe?
OPT is going to clear out this Darknet room, so we'll see if he gets something here that Paratroopa might have passed up.
If it's something big, it could be very helpful.
OPT is going to want... I want to see either the red ring or the ladder here for sure.
Certainly wouldn't turn down the white sword if he got it as well. And since unlikely neither of our runners are going to have enough health to go for magic. Very clever use of the moat there to avoid dealing with those dark nuts directly. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, it kind of blocks their path so they can't get at you. Gotta be careful for when they can, though.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are tough.
They're gonna take 2 points of damage with Green Tunic, which is what OPT has at the moment.
Oh, right there you go, right there. There's your proof.
And he gets
and
the
he got
book.
edits the book.
So that's gonna give him knowledge of where other stuff in this game is. The game this late in the seed though is kind of a rough issue.
Yeah, though it could tell him where certain items are if he wants to. He's got max money right now, so if he wants to check those hint shops, he might get an idea of where the certain items are, but he is going to take his Triforce and get out of there.
He does know where both hint shops are too, so he could just save and save his money and possibly buy some hints.
Also, to answer your question, chat, no, OPT does not have the blue ring. He has used a custom sprite that basically defaults to the blue ring setup. There's an area we haven't checked much of, the graveyard. And Paratroopa got to head back into 6.
I think he's looking for that ladder. I think he thinks level 9's ladder blocked.
It's a reasonable conclusion. We did see a couple of ladder blocks in there. And again, he may also be looking to get that any key because he knows he's going to need more keys than what he's got right now. So either one of those possibilities. He's going to buy a bomb. Ooh! 6 bomb upgrade. Very nice. That's going to help a lot.
Yeah, if you're going to buy a bomb upgrade, you definitely, especially an expensive one like that, you're going to want to hopefully have a lot of bombs back at you.
Yeah, he certainly got his money's worth for that one. Gonna try to take out this blue Goma, which he couldn't take out earlier. We think this might be the item staircase. Let's see if it is. And it is indeed. What do we got? Oh, never mind. It's the transport. And immediately walks right into a blue Riz Rope shot. And
so
OPT
picks up that blue ring, so that's going to double his defense. He might run back up to level 2 now and grab that Triforce that was on the ground.
Yeah, it seems that way. All right, looks like he's heading back into 8.
I believe that room right there was the one that has his Triforce.
But he doesn't know it yet. Gorilla grumbles by the Lost Hills, so that kind of doesn't help us much. Paratroopa need to be careful. He's running a little low on health there. Still on the hunt. What is OPT doing? Like, if this is level 8, there's not going to be anything on the floor.
He's looking for the Triforce.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. He's wait till he finds out where it's hiding. Now, thankfully, with that blue ring, he is able to take a little more damage, but unfortunately not going to be able to do it that way. We know his goal is literally right there at those blue land molars, but it's whether or not he wants to be confident enough to go in there and fight him.
With blue ring, it makes it a little bit easier. There are still blue ones, and they still do a lot of damage very quickly.
Gonna try to take out this blue Goma here. Nicely done. Get himself a free little heart for the trouble. Paratroopa now back into level 9. Gonna attempt again. Try to get through here. See if he can find another way to get to Ganon, or at least to find one of the item rooms that might hopefully have his ladder.
Finds a hint that level 7 is by the Lost Hills. Gonna kill these wizards and gonna try to get some bombs.
Oh, T-room there for Paratroopa. That's the last thing he wants to see right now is more potential ladder blocks.
Yeah, if OPT finds a workaround here in level 8 and can get to the item, and it's the ladder, that's going to give a little bit of a boost of confidence to him.
Absolutely. Unless he feels that Paratroopa's already gotten said ladder and is way ahead of him, which technically he is, but with that ladder holding him back, OPT certainly has more than a chance to catch up.
And then we got a very squishy manhandler.
Always nice to have, because those manhandlers are nothing to sneeze at.
Especially when they roll high in HP instead of low.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we saw what that diamond staircase led to. I don't think we haven't checked that one yet.
No, but maybe he did. Maybe he already saw it was a transport, or maybe he just worried that is the other side of the transport, which, if that's the case, he might have just made a major mistake. Trying to desperately take out this Gliok here, but ooh, they're ganging up on him. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
now,
when you run out of space, it's a little bit of a touchy situation.
Now, one thing to note about Patras here in level 9 is that the screech of the Patra can actually drown out the roar of Ganon. So you could be one room away from Ganon and not know it because the Patra is just blocking that roar. Unfortunately, Paratroopa is still not having much luck finding his way through. OPT gonna head back into level 2, gonna try to get this Triforce. Now that extra
makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, that extra little defense should help.
Got your first try.
Nicely done. He's probably happy about that now. Paratroopa finding another take any room, gets himself now. He's pretty much equal on hearts, I believe, to OPT. Except with the exception of the fact that OPT has Blue Ring, which technically gives him a little extra health.
No, OPT does know where level 3 is also, so he could be wandering over there to pick up that Triforce. Now that he has the bow, he can get around those bunnies much easier.
Indeed. Paratroopa over here gonna take out some Dodongos.
Yeah, now that he has his bow, OPT just like, come at me, bunnies.
No longer worried about those things. And Paratroopa gets taken up by a Wizrobe. He's just not having much love there. And there's the toll booth, but of course we're just gonna walk right around that. Ow! Paratroopa just getting wailed on over there.
OPT making pretty good comeback. Just got his 4th Triforce, and he knows where the other one is, so we'll see what happens here.
Indeed, like I said, Paratroopa's been in the lead for a while now, but that do not count OPT out right now in any way, because with how much trouble Paratroopa's been having getting through some of these stages, he could easily catch up.
It's not done until it's done in the IRC for sure.
That's what I always like to say. So, chat putting up some predictions. Tell you what, Dark Falls, where do you think that ladder's hiding at?
Honestly, I think it's in level 9.
You think it's a 9? Well, have we even... Oh, there's the Triforce for Paratroopa. It doesn't need that, though, but nice to know where it is.
Well, that'll give OPT his 5th, as long as he can pick it up.
That is true. And, of course, that's if he can get to it.
No, he can get to it. It's right up here.
Is?
It's in this room. Not this room. It's coming up to it, though.
It's one or two rooms up. Do we even know what level this is?
I don't think so.
Another bomb upgrade there here. Paratroopa's still trying to dig out at. And there's nothing up here.
OPT about to get his 5th Triforce.
Oh. He's got to get to this last Wizrobe. There it is. He's gonna go for it. Nope. He's debating.
He was thinking about it.
He's like, do I want that or do I want to get the item? He's like, nope. I know where it is now. I can get it later. Ooh, triple fairy drop there for Paratroopa.
Yeah, nice little fairy explosion.
Indeed. Ooh, there's our item staircase.
And it is our ladder.
The ladder! We found the ladder! And Chad is pretty much confirming this is level 5. Paratroopa got exactly what he was looking for at the time he needed it most.
And OPT not too far behind.
This race is going to get a lot closer than we suspected here, folks.
And this will be OPT's ladder, so it's just a matter of getting back to level 9.
Of course, making a stop off over the coast and pick up that any key. You don't want to leave that behind if you can get it.
I was actually going to bring up that point. It might be itching to note if Para might not remember it's there.
If he forgot about that, that's gonna be that might be trouble for him. If you can get it that easily, you do not want to leave it behind.
Yeah, that's considering that's fairly close to the start as well.
All PT now has to do is just take out these Wizrobes, and he will have his final Triforce. Ooh, nice triple kill there. Got his bombs back for good measure. And there you go. For number 5 for OPT. Now, why is... Honest to God question, why is Paratroopa trying to get the Triforce here out of 5? He's already got all his Triforce shards, unless he's trying to get a quick health refill.
He might not know what level it is. That's the only thing I can think of. We'll see if he checks his map right when he gets out to see what it was.
Nope, he's just heading out. So now it's a race to the Indy key or a race to 9. And OPT, look at the sync here. Both of them showing up to the coast at around the same time.
Now, Para will have the exploration advantage by quite a bit, and the bomb count. OPT has a defense though, so it'll be very interesting what happens on this GAN fight. If Para tricks a couple deaths, for example, and OPT doesn't, benefit OPT.
It's a 50-50 split here. Who could actually pull this off, as OPT is the first one into level 9 this round, with Paratroopa literally right on his heels.
And with the sound on OPT on a Paratroopa, we don't know if we've heard Ganon or not, and we still don't know where Zelda is either. So this could go either way, guys.
This is a race. Hold on to your hat, folks. This is about to get real intense. Also, I should say at this point, ladies and gentlemen, if you check your phones, your watches, your timekeeping devices at this time, you will see that both of our runners are currently in go-mo time.
And as you say that, Shades, let's give a quick shout out to Loretta Bunnykins for the tracking behind the scenes for us today, and of course the Speed Gamer family for putting this race on. And of course, if you guys have liked what you've seen, please give both these runners a follow for a very well fought matchup.
Absolutely, yeah. Make sure you give these guys a follow. They've been doing a fantastic job with this race. Cannot wait to see. Now, here's another kicker. OPT has the book, which means he has another advantage. He can actually read the hints. So there are 3 hint rooms, and we know some of them are actually hints. So he can actually get information on the locations of Ganon, Zelda, and the compass. And he could also get a hint about where the silver arrows are, which is obviously useless at this point. But still, the potential help he can get there could be very beneficial at this point. That book may still have purpose.
Now, he did touch a red bubble, so he has no sword right now. So we really need to hopefully find that blue bubble or something that will help him, because I don't believe he has a potion.
No, he did not get one. That was only Paratrooper that got that.
Very nice candle clip.
Very well executed there.
OBT looking for some bombs off these Guerrilla. Gets a clock.
And just finds a Patra waiting for him in a dark room. He's like, no thanks. I think I'll check elsewhere here. Thank you.
Yeah, when you see a Patra, it's kind of just like, nah, hello again.
So much for that. And this is a potential staircase room, so he might consider clearing this out, but no, he's just going to keep walking forward.
Well, at this point, he can't. He has no sword.
That's true.
No sword and no wand. Kind of difficult to kill a Patra.
Finds a staircase here, though. And it's just one of our transports.
I'll also take this one. Let's see if it gets us close to where he is.
Time to play Bind the Bomb Hole. Finds it right away. Nicely done.
Paratroopa, not too many rooms behind him, though. Oh, and there's our compass.
Ooh, that's a big help there for OPT. He's going to be able to see that princess at the top in the north section. Actually, Paratroopa is very close to where the princess is.
OPT has found Ganon, but no sword.
Yeah. So he's going to run over to a nearby fairy fountain and try to heal up before he can go back in there and try it again and hope he can keep on hold of that. Or better yet, find himself a... All right, Paratroopa going to take out these like legs here. Now, he's very close. He may be right near where the princess is. We'll see here if this door opens up. No, that's the shutter door. We have located the exact location of the princess.
He needs Ganon, though. He's going the wrong way.
That's the sad part, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't have any hints, and he can't get any hints because he does not have the book. For example, right here, this probably could have told him, but he'll never know.
OPT back in level 9. He knows where the path is. And OPT is the kind of person who maps level 9 very, very, very well.
Which will help him in this case. All he has to do is just be very careful of red bubbles from here on out.
Trying to keep his health up as well. OPT's on blue ring, where Paratroopa is still on green, so that could also come into play.
Yep, and the one thing they share is they both have wood sword, which, considering that Ganon's health is also randomized, could be a lot of trouble for them. Actually, no, wait, no, I think it's set to a... Actually, no, it could be helpful. Oh, there's the roar.
Yeah, Paratroopa hears where Ganon is. We'll see if he can take down the pig.
Yep, Paratroopa's going to be our first one, but he is very low on health. He's going to try to hope he can find some health very quickly.
He does have potions, though.
That's true. He may have to end up spending one. Gonna get a little extra health going in. Nope, not that way. And he's gonna have to fight to move back where Ganon's hiding. Oh, and he's found the compass. You might want to pick that up. Oh no, he knows where the princess is. He doesn't need that. So it sounds like Ganon is right there to the left. And there's the raft. A little late for that now, game.
Probably one of the worst things you could have found level 9.
Absolutely. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, here's Gannon!
Now, one Hyrule driver will knock Para out. He's got to be very careful here.
Oh, and immediately taken out. Yeah, I think Chad had the right idea. He should have potioned immediately. He had a red potion. He had 2 potions on hand. He should have spent one.
Now it's a matter of can you get the path back to where Ganon was.
It looks like OPT's trying to figure out how he can make a quick beeline straight to Ganon now that he knows where it is. Oh, there's a fairy taunting Paratroopa, but he gets it. Nicely done. And another fairy to boot. Where was this when he needed it?
I think OPT was trying to find a shorter path and it kind of led him astray a bit. So I think he's going back to go back around the way he actually knows.
Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, but he took a red bubble. Thankfully, there's a whole room full of blue bubbles right upstairs, so not too big. These red bubbles are not playing nice.
Yeah, just gotta avoid them as best you can.
Alright, Paratroopa1 trying to find another way into Ganon here. Alright. Now he's got it. Alright, round 2. Fight!
He does have full HP, he does have 2 potions this time, so we'll see if he gets that stun lockdown.
That's the tricky part. That stun lock, you gotta really get it just right. Oh, takes a Hyrule driver, but he might have gotten the stun lock. Can he hold it? He's got it, keeping it up. Perfect stun lock there for Paratroopa. Takes out Ganon, and OPT is right on his heels. Oh, but he takes a death immediately. This could be Paratroopa's race. He is not going to take that chance again. He is going to potion up.
Alright, I do believe Paratroopa does know where Zelda is, so we'll see.
Oh, he's right there. He is right there. He got that staircase was perfectly placed for him.
Yep.
He's going to head it down. He's going to get through this room of likes. And there's the room right there. There's the door. He just got to get past this one like. Enters the door. And ladies and gentlemen, Paratroopa1 has finished in first place with official SRL time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Yeah, please get some GGs in chat for Para. Very good race. And of course, OPT as well. Very good effort. Made quite the heck of a comeback at the end.
What a race indeed. Back and forth there. All right, and Paratroopa will be joining us very shortly here to discuss this amazing race. Give it up for him here. Let's see if we can bring him in here.
And there he
Par-
is. GG, Parrot. Well played, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG. That was one of the hardest seeds I've ever played. I really had to work hard for that one. That's insane.
Both you did.
Yeah,
That
you
was
and OPT were pretty much neck and neck the entire time. You guys were fighting Ganon pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, I was really worried that death on Ganon could have cost me, but fortunately, my relief to see that bomb wall opened when I took the stairs to get to Ganon. I was like, oh, I really hope this opens, and it did, and I'm very happy about that. Oh man, what a seed! That was insane.
So, and also, how about that ladder?
Yeah, so it did actually, it was required to get into 9. There was only one way to go. Like, that entire section was all partitioned off. And you needed the ladder at the top part to get through the west. I hadn't confirmed that I needed the ladder, but it gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm pretty sure that there aren't that many more ways to go. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go search for it. And I was really lucky to find it at 5 right away.
Then let's talk about that Triforce room in level 2, because that was a thing.
Oh yeah, so that was a blunder on my part that I forgot to get the Triforce in 2 in the first place. Like, I was walking in 9, I'm like, I don't think I got the Triforce in 2. I hadn't marked it, so I was like, did I forget to get it? And I had to go look at the map. I'm like, I don't know which one of the Triforce pieces is 2, but I'm pretty sure it's the one at the top right. So pretty sure I didn't get it. So I went back, and that was, I just had to go back to the fairy fountain to take it. Otherwise, I don't know, it was hard.
Quick update here. OPT has just taken out Ganon. He's got his bacon, so he is on his way to the princess.
Wow.
Speaking of which, that quick path to Zelda, that must have made you feel really good that it was right there for you.
Yeah, that was really nice. Again, finding that staircase that I decided to pass up. I wish I hadn't. But that staircase ending up connecting Ganon and Zelda was really nice. That was scary, though, because if I died to Ganon again, that's a really long walk to get back there. There's no quick way.
Yeah, you both took one death to Ganon, and then finished him off.
I didn't expect to get hit by Ganon the first time, but I don't know. I guess I messed up the positioning somehow.
Also,
you had the benefit of the early bow, which OBT didn't have.
Oh,
with
wow.
all the Pulse voice in this seed, that was definitely a boost for you.
Also, quick question. You had already had all 5 Triforce shards. Was there a reason why you picked up the 1 and 5?
So I could go back to 9 easily. There was no other quicker way to get back to 9. Whistling to 5 was going to be the fastest way to do it. Yeah, it ended up being a little bit slow because I died in the room to get the Triforce, but if I'd done it correctly, it would have been faster, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a weird thing, but there were no other quick paths to 9 from the overworld. I wanted to go back for the any key, which ended up being very important.
Yeah, that any key was absolutely necessary with how key-starred you guys were for a lot of this race.
Yeah, I was really hoping to find the ladder a lot earlier, but I didn't, and so that was the thing. That seed could have been so much more difficult if the ladder was in 4 or 7, because I have no idea where they are.
Yeah, I don't think we ever found those dungeons, did we?
I didn't.
I don't think OPT did either.
Block from 6 or 8. Not sure. Could be raft block. Could be raft. Found that in 9. That was fun.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh boy, how much I wanted Red Ring or White Sword there. Oh boy. I actually found every star in 9, interestingly. Did you guys see the invincible red bat in 9?
We did comment on that, yeah.
I've never seen that happen before. What? Do you guys have any idea?
Darkfalls was talking about a minute ago, actually. He said that, apparently every once in a while the game will glitch out and give red keys the properties of a dark nut.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really weird. Oh, man, what else? There's a lot to talk about with this seed. Boy,
absolutely.
Early Red Candle, that was fun.
Yeah,
I don't see that very often.
Yeah, normally your goal is to get the blue candle right away, but as soon as you got that red, it's like, well, that takes care of that problem real quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
Ooh, OPT in a lot of trouble right now, trying to find his way to Zelda. He's 2 rooms away. He just went the wrong way, and he's down to half a heart. This could be close.
Yeah. Oh man, also, I ran out of bombs, so I didn't really have a good way to go through 9, and I had that bomb upgraded 6 in my mind the whole time. And it was really lucky that I got that large secret in the north, because without that, I wouldn't have had enough money to do that. And I also wanted to go back to 6 because I thought that Goma could be blocking something, and it wasn't. But I wanted to go back there the whole game, and I finally got the opportunity. So I just want to talk about that kind of routing decision.
Yeah, that worked out for you, especially that bomb upgrade. 6 bomb upgrade. That's like near max, I feel like.
Yeah,
it's not max already.
when I see that, I felt that in the back of my brain, and I like always think about it the entire game. Like I keep managing my bombs, my money, just in case I ever want to go back there to get that bomb upgrade. So I never forgot about it.
Yeah, it ended up working out for you there. Because right now, OPT's in big trouble. I think part of the problem with him is he's out of bombs right now, and I think he needs one to get to Zelda's room.
Did he get the bomb upgrade?
No, he did not.
Yeah, that paid off then, because it was also a +6. I did like a fist pump, like yeah, when I got it. I'm like, yeah.
I don't blame you at all. Normally, when the bomb upgrade is that expensive, it almost always trolls you with like maybe a 2 bomb upgrade. So.
Oh yeah, I was totally expecting it too, because of how desperately I needed it in this seed. That was one of the most important bomb upgrades I've ever bought.
There's nothing worse than buying a bomb upgrade for 120 rupees and getting 2 bombs back for it.
Yeah, holy crap.
So now you go on to next week. Thoughts on your next opponent?
Zlitic. Is that who I'm facing?
I believe so. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure that's who it is, and yeah,
yes, it is.
Yep,
that's a rematch of week 5 in the Swiss. If I had beaten Zlitic in that one, I could have had a much better seed. And that I consider that matchup to be pretty much a toss-up. That's just going to be really close either way, because the first one was really close. So that's going to be a really good rematch. I'm excited for that.
You got to really feel for OPT right now. He is just completely lost. He does not. He knows where Zelda is. He's got the compass, so he knows exactly where. There's what he needed. He got some bombs off that red Gorilla there. That might be what he needed.
Yeah, man. Seriously, props to OPT here, because this was a challenging seed, and I like to be as close as he is really good, because this seed is just really hard to complete. Does he have like green wood?
Oh, he had blue wood.
He's got blue wood.
Oh, blue wood. Interesting.
Yeah,
it's really hard to get that. It's hard to get blue ring in second quest overworld.
No kidding. Well, we got some time here.
It off.
Yeah, while we got some time here, let's go down a little bit of what we've got going on. In about half an hour, we will have a race between Dragon Dark and Cantaloupe Me over on our main Speed Gaming channel. So you guys might want to check that out after we're done here. Tomorrow, we've got Sis Crusher and Furious K also at 10 o'clock. And at 11, we also have Jay Coper versus Jam Evil. So we're going to have a lot of interesting races going on in the next 24 hours. So basically, if you haven't already followed all of our channels here, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, you definitely want to give those a follow, because you never know when one of those races might pop up on that. His blue Gorilla is giving him more lag, and he's taking a lot of unnecessary damage here. Ish is not playing nice with him.
Thankfully, they're part of the health group, though, so as you see, fairies are a thing with blue Gorillas, thankfully.
Yeah, right when he needed it most. And another one! He's probably very grateful for that, as he's very close to Zelda's chamber. Little late for that there, hint guy.
Oh, he has the book?
Yeah, he found the book. I believe that was in 8.
Oh, wow. Yeah, never.
No, not 8. That was in 1.
1.
I take that back. That was the other item in 1.
Yeah, 1. This seed had a lot of hard enemy sets, man. When I saw all those blue dark nuts in 1, I just decided, I just hope this item isn't worth it. I'm just gonna bypass it, and that ended up being a good call, I think.
Yeah, you didn't really need the book. I mean, it probably would have helped OPT if he'd gotten to the right hints, but unfortunately, in this case, it has not helped him at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Book is very boomer bust.
Yeah, the book was a second item in 1 that was in that Dark Knight room with the moat.
I considered doing that one because that was going to be a little bit easier, but I decided to bypass it. And that could have burned me, but it didn't, so yay.
I think all OPT does have to do though is bomb down from here. He should be okay.
It's if he can bomb down. Actually, I think this is actually where you bomb down, Paratroopa. Yep, there it is. There's the bomb hole, and all he's got to do is get around these other lakes, get to the door, get out of his way. And ladies and gentlemen, OPT finally finishes up here with an official time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Alright, so let's get some G's in chat for OPT. Heck of a race by him. Made it very, very interesting.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, that was fun.
That must have been an entertaining race. I'm looking forward to watching that one back.
Yeah, it became very, very close near the end. Like I said, you guys were fighting Ganon pretty much at the same time.
And OPT now joining us here in the channel. GG, my friend.
GG, bro.
Yeah, GG. That was a crazy seed.
I found Ganon, and I was red bubble cursed. And then I died to Ganon, and then you got done.
Yeah, it's rough. I had it again in death too, unfortunately. That was a really hard one just because he was so far into 9.
Yeah, Zelda was absolutely annoying to get to. Of course, when I get to her, I've got no bombs. Not that that mattered at that point, but...
Yeah, this was a very, even Paris said that this seed was just not friendly, just very combat heavy.
What Triforces did you end up getting?
I got 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8, and then I also picked up 5 as an extra to record her back to 9 quickly, so I had 6.
I got 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. I spent way too much time in 8 before I gave. I didn't even find the Triforce in there.
Oh yeah, I got it. I think I got it quickly in 8. It was. I didn't end up exploring that much of it.
It was literally in the second room with the blue land molas.
Yeah, I figured as much. I wasn't gonna. When I got it, when I first found it, I wasn't about to try that. And when I went back in there again, I'm like, I'm just looking for items at this point because I knew I had enough Triforces or dungeons for it.
Yeah,
I feel better about finding the ladder because I think that was required.
It was,
pretty much
yeah.
was.
It definitely was. I explored all of 9 that you could without going over the water, and yeah.
Funny enough, you guys both found the ladder at roughly the same time, because when you were digging, you were already in 5 OPT, and Para was like right behind you digging it out, and you guys both found it roughly within like a minute of each other.
At least it was close until the end.
Yeah, and I easily could have lost if I had decided to dig a different dungeon. Although I didn't know where 4 and 7 was, and that ended up being a good thing because ladder wasn't there.
I think the biggest twist in this seed, though, was Para went to Death Mountain early, which got him to level 1. So he got that bow, which helped with the all the bunnies. I think that was really the key to this seed was him having the early bow to deal with all the bunnies.
Yeah, I was just trying to iframe my way through them in level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which I managed to do after about the 5th time. I kept trying because I'm like, well, it's one room up, whatever.
Right, yeah.
I got through it, and then it's like boomerang. Well, I'm grabbing it, 'cause screw it.
That's what we said when we saw that. We're like, you just went through all that trouble, you're taking it.
I worked hard for that gosh darn banana.
The worst thing about the boomerang is that you can't throw it away. It always comes back.
Right.
So, OPT, thoughts on the tournament as a whole? I know you wanted to go further. I know you had a lot of fun with it, but outside of that, how are you feeling?
I'm bummed. I mean, you know, I feel like I actually had something of a chance, but my combat is so bad in this game. But no, I like this tournament. I'll be honest. When I first saw the flags, I thought like it wasn't going to be all that fun. It was just going to be kind of silly. But it's been way more fun than I thought it was going to be. And the fact that I even made the brackets is outstanding, I guess. But just
Yeah, I was really worried about this match, man. I feel for you, man.
I didn't think I had much of a chance, so to know I actually had a chance is just making me even all worse. Like, I'm like,
I know that feeling, yeah.
I'm like, just please not done before I get into 9. Just make it so I didn't have a chance in the
Just put
first
you out of your
place.
misery.
And then I see Ganon,
Yeah.
and the first time I get to him, and I've got no ability to hit him because I don't have a sword, because I couldn't. Because I got hit in that one red bubble room, and I didn't go up and find the blue bubble room just above it.
Yeah, you know what, dude? Don't beat yourself up. You did fantastic. You got really close there by the end. Honestly, you did a lot better than I would have done. So hold your head up proud.
No, yeah, I'm happy I made it with. I mean, the final times I don't think actually show how close it was because at that point I just didn't care. But
Absolutely.
no,
yeah.
it seemed like it was way closer, which is that's for someone like me, that's good enough. So I'm happy at least that I made it an actual race.
All right. So with that, we want to give a quick shout out again to our tracker behind the scenes, Lori the Bunnykins. Of course, the Speed Game family. Please follow them. And, please follow both of our runners, the OPTLawyer and Paratroopa1, for a heck of a race. Shades, any final words before we head this on out?
Nah, not much here. Again, GG to both of you guys. Fantastic job. And you forgot to mention 2 other people should follow. If you're going to follow Lori, of course, also follow me and Dark Falls here. Give us a follow as well. Show all of our runners and staff here some love for this amazing race we've all put together for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And of course, make sure you follow all of our channels, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6. And of course, we also have our other language channels as well. So if English is not your primary language, we've got you covered there as well. But nonetheless, I think it's time we wrap this up here, my friend.
All right, guys. With that, I was Dark Falls. With today was the Shades AT. Hope you guys all have a great night. We'll see you in the next race. We do have another one coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Love to see you in chat. Stick on by. Be on Speed Gaming 1. Have a great night, everyone.
Rock on, guys.